to the world is your stage where you control the outcome. I am Brian D. Barton, and I am coming to you from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And I would like to start out by saying thank you to everybody who watched my first video via YouTube. See, I love to motivate, I love to inspire, and I love to actually be out in front of people to extend my message. However, I'm using a new platform, YouTube, to be able to extend my message to the masses. See, being in front of a video is a platform that I really didn't embrace because there's not that same connection that I get with my audience. However, I'm stepping outside of myself and getting into a new arena to be able to further extend a message that I feel otherwise would be held in. See, people ask me, Brian, why haven't you embraced this before? You do a lot of interviews, especially as an athlete. And one thing is that when I'm in front of a camera, I have a tendency of wanting to focus in on the lens. And what it does is it causes a distraction for me. And I get a little self-conscious because I feel like that camera is zooming in on something like a pimple that's on my face. However, I had to learn to kind of just get over that. And now I see this as a very powerful platform to extend my message. So I urge and encourage you to continue to send your suggestions, your comments, your support, and any feedback, because I feed off of that, and I would like to make the world is your stage the best that it can be. See, let's get back into the message now. See, last week I talked about the importance of having a dominate mentality and what it meant in terms of success. And I mentioned that it required three things. One, it required a talent. Two, it required confidence. And three, it required discipline. But today I would like to talk about talent. See, in order to dominate in anything, you must possess a talent. You must possess something of value that you can give to people. You must possess something that you can hone the skills in to be the best in the world. And the reason why I say this, because if there is nothing present, if there is not a talent present, you cannot be the best in the world at something. See, everyone is blessed with a gift. However, the problem that many people have is that they are afraid to either put their gifts out in the forefront or they just do not recognize their gifts. See, some people are blessed with the gift of charisma. Some people are blessed with the gift to speak, and they can be able to articulate their message. See, I myself was blessed with the gift of athleticism. However, I knew that athleticism alone wasn't enough to make me a talented baseball player. So I needed to develop the skills around it to allow me to be the best that I can be and to ascend to the major leagues. See, it sort of reminds me of when I was playing neighborhood football, and oftentimes when you pick the team captains would pick the bigger person. And oftentimes they equated the size of a person with the talent of the person. But what they found out is that the bigger the person was, the more of an Achilles heel he became to the team. Why? Because they learned that he didn't possess the other skills that were necessary to be a talented football player. And see, that's why I believe that having a gift is not necessarily synonymous with talent. Because this person that we chose, who was big in size, he possessed the gift of size. However, he didn't have the necessary skills that surrounded his size that made him an effective baseball player or football player. He couldn't run, he couldn't throw, he couldn't catch, and he wasn't agile enough to keep up with the guys who were more speedy. And the same applied with me as a baseball player. See, in order for me to be a baseball player, I couldn't just depend on my athleticism. I had to build other skills around it. I had to learn how to throw. I had to learn how to catch. I had to learn how to run, and I had to learn how to play the game of baseball that would allow me to develop into a talented baseball player. See, a gift alone is not enough to dominate an arena, but instead, we must be able to take that gift and to surround it with skills that are relevant in order to make us to have talent to be able to dominate an arena. See, what ends up happening is that a lot of people are filled with gifts, but they go unused. And what does that leave people saying? That this person was filled with nothing but potential. And one thing that pains me a lot is to see a lot of people who go about life declaring potential. However, they go about having that potential that wasn't actually actualized. And what ends up happening is that we live life with a lot of wasted gifts. See, potential will always be potential if it's not actualized. We see people, including myself, who go about doing things and wasting a lot of time. We have people who stay in relationships. Why? Because they feel like there was potential there. We have people who stay at their jobs because of the potential. However, if we do not take our potential, if we do not take these gifts and build the necessary skills around them in order to actualize our fullness, we would never be able to dominate. And I encourage you, don't let your potential be potential. Do not let your gifts go to waste. Open that box and let your gifts expand. Be talented. Surround them skills to your gifts. Hone those skills in and dominate. Because when the world is your stage, you control the outcome. Thank you. God bless you.